Okay, man. Here it goes, man. The fucking Art Jones fucking chronicles right here. Alright? We gonna start from the beginning. No, we ain't gonna start from the beginning. We gonna start from now and work our way from toward the future. And I'm gonna fill you in the past. But I'm probably gonna break this shit up in segments and shit. So, but now, tell you what's going on now. So, I've received through my work, my hard work, my arts and things like that, pursuing my dreams, all that shit. I've received a crib from it. Word, an entire crib. Now it ain't fucking immaculate, but it's in a fucking nice place, Bay Ridge and shit. Two freaking bedroom apartment and shit, small little kitchens. You know what I mean? It's just cute as fuck. And I received this place from a fellow artist. Okay, I was busking, and this chick contacted me. Her name is Libby Lennon. She's an artist. You know what I mean? She's from Utah, and yeah, we hooked up. You know what I mean? And she fell for me. I fell for her, and yeah, we started living together. You know what I mean? She had a son. You know what I mean? The homie Jonas. You know what I mean? So but COVID had happened. So, COVID came, Black Lives Matter, all this crazy shit, you know what I mean? She just got out of this crazy ass freaking relationship. I was going through stuff with my baby mama, which, shout out to my baby mama. I love you, baby. But shout out to my daughter, too. I mean, my baby mama, you know what I mean? She, obviously, she's gaslighting me. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, you're going to talk to other women and shit, so, fuck you, I'm going to cut you off and shit. And I'm just like, well, bitch, you don't want to fucking talk to me, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I'm doing you a favor. I thought I was doing you a favor, but neither here nor there, so yeah, so this chick got out of a bad relationship, you know what I mean? I just got out of a bad relationship. COVID happened, you know what I mean? The pressure's really on us both, you know what I mean? Then we get into kind of like our first little fights is like, you know what I mean? Like a relationship, you know what I mean? And she's like, listen, fuck this shit. I just got out of a bad relationship. I can't, nurture the nature of another man, you know what I mean? And likewise, you know what I mean? I don't blame her, you know what I mean? But for the most part, she was like, but this is what I blame her for. She was like, I'm out. I'm like, what you mean you out? Yeah, I'm going back to Utah. This, that, and the third. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, and you're just gonna leave a nigga here? You're like, you know what I mean? She's like, yeah, but I'll leave you here with the crib. And I'm just like, okay, you know what I mean? I mean, I'd rather the chick, but you know what I'm saying? But you wanna leave me with the crib? Okay. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. So that's what she did, you know what I mean? I helped her pack up and shit like that. She sent the son down, she freaking left and shit like that, etc. And then so I was here, you know what I mean, Brooklyn, Kings County, you know what I mean, with a whole crib on my hand. Now, mind you, the fucking crib costs bread, you know what I mean, and, I don't make that much bread, but I did have the time to, with my overheads cut, I did have the time to incorporate, you know what I mean, my business, and invest in other things as well. So, but obviously incorporating now, you know what I mean, it really doesn't fucking matter, so that's kind of like money wasted, you know what I mean, but so I established this business, and I promote, you know what I mean, like I said, busk, you know what I mean, because my business is all about establishing a safe place for artists to develop after what had happened to me a long time ago at a music studio, involving 3 entities, needle to the neck, hydrocephalus for over fucking 10 fucking years or some shit like that, you know what I mean, which we'll get into at another time, so neither here nor there. This is my mission. This is what I raise money for. This is what I want to establish and shit like that. So, and mind you, I'm not bad. I'm not a bad artist. I'm not a bad singer. You know what I mean? So when I go out and make money, I can sit there for like fucking 2 hours or some shit like that and make some bread that is probably the equivalent, if not more, to a part-time job, for maybe 1 day or 2 days. You know what I mean? So, what did I say? I got the skills to pay the bills. So anyway, with that being said, so, I'm here, you know what I mean? I'm gidiando, as the Italians will call it, you know what I mean? I'm just chilling and, you know what I mean? Parlaying and things like that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Mind you, things get harder. Now, got back on embarking on my music shit, I came back out cooking because for anyone who knows me, I got locked up like 2 years ago out in Las Vegas for like a year or so, for charges we will not explain, or we may explain on another segment. But for the most part, is this though? I got out of prison and had a daughter, with a childhood sweetheart of mine. You know what I mean? Where I knew him for like 10 years or something like that. So with that being said, and then we sort of split. You know what I mean? And then I embarked on my music and things like that, etc. Once again, you know what I mean? I find myself, always doing this. So with that being said, yeah. So you know, things start getting backed up. You know what I mean? I start getting backed up on bills. You know what I mean? The bitch leaves. You know what I mean? I'm depressed. You know what I mean? I start chilling, and you know what I mean, and things like that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then I meet this other wonderful, wonderful entity, and and she is a dancer, wonderful, beautiful Ukrainian woman, um, love of my life. Well, at least my life right now. Hopefully she'll be around for the rest of my life. But I say that a lot. I hope everybody's gonna be around for the rest of my life. Shit, all my fucking bitches, give me a call back. No, I'm just kidding. No, I pray the best for anybody. You know what I mean? I had any relationships with or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so she's an artist. You know what I mean? So she teamed up with the boy. You know what I mean? And now we jug and together. And she's an amazing writer and an amazing thinker as well. So yeah, so we've just been, joining forces and teaming up. Now, mind you, you know, I'm a crazy nigga, right? Like every artist, you know what I mean? There was a philosopher who said, I forget which one was it, but he said, the relation between like insanity and like creativity and things like that, and somewhat that is very true. So I'm, right now in like a legal, battle with my landlords because like this chick's lease was up, and yeah, they're not gonna throw the lease on me. I mean, they just want to get me out, So and literally the chick Libby, obviously, she's upset because, I'm with a new chick now too, talking about, oh, why don't you go live with your girlfriend, your new girlfriend? Like it's just a fucking problem with being me. Sometimes I can't just be me without there fucking being a fucking problem with somebody fucking wanting to fuck me and then fuck me. You understand? So for the most part is this. Yeah, so I'm just like, well, bitch, you done fucking left a nigga, you know what I mean? What the fuck do you give a fuck about a nigga for? Oh, because it's your name on shit. Oh, right. So recently, these niggas try to offer me like 1,500 or something like that to move the fuck out. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck am I gonna do with 1,500? You know what I mean? I've been working, I've been freaking goddamn doing my own fucking business and shit like that. Yeah, making money, but obviously the money has to be accounted for. You understand what I'm saying? But with COVID and all of this shit like that, you know what I mean? Like a lot of it is not accounted for. So there's no way I can move on and bridge a fucking gap. So Dana just got an offer for, oh yeah, like I said, I'm a crazy motherfucker, so I'll burn this whole fucking place down. You know what I mean? I mean, hypothetically speaking, I'm not saying I would, but I'm not saying I won't either. No, I'm just kidding. But for the most part, is this though? Yeah, everybody's fucking stressed the fuck out and shit like that. So recently, chick called me up. She's like, listen, all right, I'll give you like 10,000 to move out. And I'm like, okay, how do we fucking go from 1,500 to fucking goddamn 10,000? Yeah, I mean that's a fucking slap in the motherfucking face. So we gonna see where the fuck this all goes, But my biggest thing is this: as far as the artists and being an artist and artist community and things like that goes, my biggest thing is like being an artist or just pursuing your dream. It, it things come from it. You may not be like a millionaire tomorrow. You know what I mean, or whatever, but progress comes from doing and working, you know what I mean, and working hard, and I remember a friend of mine told me about, oh, there's a network out there that you wouldn't believe, and and yeah, we all believe that, but I believe in God. Okay, God is good. Okay, and every time I've had just like this faith in God, good things have just always happened, and it's just hard for me not to to say that, well, God doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, let this even be a testament that I post this and look back, and I'm further down the line. You know what I mean? Um, in a much better place. You know, so my options. So the chick I'm talking to, you know what I mean, she's off her fucking noodle as well. You know what I mean? And I love her to death. She got her own fucking issues, you know what I mean? But she's talking about going to Ukraine. That's where she's from, you know? And I'm like, well, sure. You know what I mean? I'll rock with you. You know what I mean? But she's like, you know, like, all right, I want you to come, but she doesn't want to live there. But I'm like, listen, I want to get the fuck out of America though too, with all this fucking crazy ass shit that's going on. We all know, fucking goddamn, what do you call it? Fucking martial law, shutting this shit down. Fucking goddamn fucking caskets by the fucking goddamn galore. I ain't trying to hear all that shit. I ain't trying to fucking be here for none of that shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be somewhere in a high place, let down a couple of ladders to the ones I love, you know, and that be that. You know, that's my mindset. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much what's going on nowadays. What happened? Actually, I'm just gonna fill y'all up, catch you up to speed, um, so we can just continue to move forward. God forbid I die tomorrow and shit. You guys never know what the fuck happened to me. So, you know, so yeah, so Vegas. I went out to the West Coast a long time ago due to what had happened to me in a music studio. Long story short, um, I was being duped, hoodwinked, whatever the case may be. I caught a needle to the neck, okay, to the cerebral cortex, okay, which filled my whole back muscles and everything up with some sort of liquid that liquefied and solidified into a solid, which in turn giving me what's called hydrocephalus, water on the brain, which it clogged my shunt system, which caused me to burp, which caused me to have cataract in the eye, which caused me not to be able to sing, which caused me not to be able to think for years, every day, for years. It was unlike anything I believe anyone has ever suffered, you know, and I'm not gonna throw names, you know, y'all know who y'all are, you know what I mean? I respect these guys, I like these guys, you know what I mean? I don't fear these pieces of shit, but they also know I'm a good guy though, you know, so maybe I deserved it, maybe I didn't deserve it. I don't know, neither here nor there though. I believe in God, and God is good, and I'm still alive, you know, and you know, I've learned some things through this, and I've had the honor of suffering in a way that only a king or a pharaoh or whatever the fuck you want to call it can suffer, and get the knowledge back from the paradigms and perceptions that I have lived on for days and weeks, hours and seconds at a time, that no one else has, and that makes me incomparable to anyone, and anyone comparable to me. For as long as I succeed in what I do, of course. You know, if I don't succeed, well, then I'm coming back for niggas. Oh yes, you best to believe that. You know, so, you know, hopefully motherfuckers help me succeed with my, you know, forgiving and merciful and oh merciful kind heart. But yeah, so this happened a long time ago, and and you know, regardless of why, whatever, you know, it's beyond my reach, beyond my understanding. Do I give a fuck? No, I don't. You know what I mean? Am I gonna move on from it? Of course I have. I have no choice. So, this is what had happened to me, and this is the cause and the reason for my mission and my business. It's, you know, it's to just establish a safe place, and bring artists the capital assets needed to 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 solidify their brands, you know. um, and yeah, that's that, you know. So that's like, you know, that was the past, you know. This is the now, you know. um, oh, the thing in Las Vegas, oh yeah, so I went out to Las Vegas with this girl, okay. She's a pianist of mine, she's a friend of mine, she knows who she is. Loved her to death. She sort of, you know, I don't know what, as far as how much she has witnessed about what had happened, but you know, things didn't work out well with me and her. um, and yeah, so I end up, going back and forth and things like that. You know, I end up, hanging out, getting involved in all kinds of shit, and end up catching a charge. You know what I mean? Though, I ain't gonna talk about the charges because, God forbid, I gotta go for some freaking job or some shit like that, or he should be like, oh yeah, we see like your fucking YouTube, nigga, what the fuck you about? So for the most part, it's just though, yeah, you know what I mean. So I ended up catching a charge. You know, I've been doing a year or so with Erkis and B. Then I'm like, you know what, fuck this place. You know, leave on vacation, come back on probation. You know, and that's somewhat of what I did. You know, so I got out, came back out, and like I told you before, you know, we had a what's name, a baby with my childhood sweetheart. You know what I mean? Daughter's name is Harmony. That's the only name I'll fucking shout out next to my own. But yeah, so which brings us to present day. So um, with this log, that I'm doing and starting and things like that, the landlord's family and things like that, etc. One of the landlords, you know what I mean, he's an artist as well. And he's like, "Whoa, bro!" Like we were sharing, you know what I mean, our work, our work, and he's a music artist, and yeah, I mean, he's pretty dope. You know what I mean? I'm pretty cool. You know what I mean too. He's like, "Yo, bro," you know what I mean? I'd be on YouTube, I'd be doing this, that. Woo, he's giving me advice. You know what I mean? He's speaking some real shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he's a real nigga from Harlem and things like that, etc. You know what I mean? I think a Spanish nigga, some shit like that. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's this though. You know what I mean? So, that's the reason for this log. So I'm gonna be posting this, and then, I'll be pretty much back on here telling you how everything goes. If everything goes okay. All right, we're out.